What's going on, everyone? My name is Gantherfax, and today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the new game mode that they're adding to Black Ops 4, Control. I've been playing that a lot since the beta dropped, and I'm really enjoying it because it's just a little bit different. It's always nice to have a little bit of change in your life. And I'm sure most of you know this already, but it's a game mode where you alternate attacking and defending two different objectives, and each team gets 30 lives, which I think is a really good thing because to me it seems like it makes it more of a tactical game mode as far as playing the objective, because I've seen game modes in the past, just take domination for example. I've seen games where people they rush heavy on the objective, but they don't have really much tactical sense in how they do it, but when they're rushing, they still win the game even though everyone's going negative and everyone's actually playing poorly because they just blindly rush at the objective. I think having a set number of lives for the team actually is going to improve tactics in a game like that because you have to actually be conscious of how well you're playing and how you're rushing and things of that nature, because you can't just blindly run into this objective and get killed over and over and over again or your team will lose. When you're defending in that game mode, the way you win is either let the timer run out for the game or you kill everybody on the opposing team. Now when you're attacking, similar thing, you either capture both objectives in the amount of time or you kill everybody on the opposing team. So if you were just blindly rushing at these objectives and not having any care in the world about how many times you die, that's going to hurt your team and you're not going to be able to win this game mode, which I think is really good because I think a tactical game mode is pretty neat. And I know Black Ops 4 is really seeming like it's headed towards more of an esports competitive gameplay style, but I think that's actually a pretty good thing. It'll help keep Call of Duty relevant. And I know a lot of people were concerned when they saw alpha gameplay that showed that it was 5v5 in most game modes, and people were really concerned that the game was going to play slow or something like that. But in my time playing Control, I've noticed the games are very fast paced and very high action and high intensity, but with that there's also a sense of tactical planning. You cannot win a game of Control without planning in advance at least some of how you're going to attack these objectives. Because if you just run blindly into it and just feed the other team kills, not only are you going to hurt yourself that round, but if you let someone build up their kill streaks to use in the next round, they can destroy many of your team's lives before the round even starts. It's not a good feeling to spawn into another round of the game and then you're just getting killed by attack choppers and hellstorms and everything just straight out of the gate, because that really hurts your team because they can knock off like 10 of your lives before you even get rolling. All in all, I think it's a really great addition to the game, and I really think it's cool how, you can't win that objective-based game mode by just blindly rushing at the objective. I think, because even I've been guilty of that in the past, especially when I first started playing Call of Duty and I didn't know the maps or anything. I played objective game modes because you could just run towards the objective and, you'd find people to kill and you'd find action. And at the time, yeah, that could help my team win the game sometimes because, I'd be on, the B flag constantly capturing it. But in a game mode like this would not help. If I kept blindly running into the A or B objective on Control and just feeding them kills, letting them build up their kill streaks while they're winning the round from destroying our team's lives, that would not help us at all. I'm really excited to play more of this, and I'm really excited to see more of the maps in this game. I don't want to get my hopes too high for this game because, it's still a beta and we haven't played the full game, but so far it looks great and I'm really excited to play more of it. And going back to them getting this to be a more competitive game, I can really see how this game mode would be great for competitive play because I just happened to run into a few people in a lobby and we started playing together, and the communication between the team when we started playing and working together was actually very crucial in winning some of the games. Because you could actually, coordinate where you were going, what you were doing, and being able to coordinate with a team with a game mode like this was fantastic. And I know the gameplay in the background isn't anything special. I'm just an average player most of the time, and I still really haven't got my legs under me in this game yet, but I think it was pretty good, and it was a lot of fun to play, especially that round. And as I've mentioned in my previous videos, there are a few issues that I still have with this game. Everything's not sunshine and rainbows with it, but it is a beta, and that's the reason they do beta testing, so they can figure out some of the issues, get community feedback, and fix it so they can come out with a final product that is very enjoyable. And I believe some of the minor issues that most people have can be addressed. I still think the health is a little too high, and I don't like that the kills and deaths aren't on the scoreboard. And I am aware that they are at the bottom of the screen for your character, but just always in the past it's been on the main scoreboard, and that's just a little pet peeve for me. It's really not an issue, it's really not anything that's a problem, but I just always liked having it on the main part of the scoreboard, because I guess I'm a little bit of a creature of habit, and when I've had it like that in the past games for so long, it's just hard for me to train my eyes to look somewhere else when I look at the scoreboard. That's all for today's video. I really appreciate any who watched. I'm going to leave the gameplay going in the background, that way you can watch a little bit more Control, and this is GantherFacts signing off.
Infiltrated. To the victor, the spoil.